Back at it, baby. Empowering your life one person at a time.
Yeah. There you go.
Come on now. Hey, we're going to talk today about something that you need to be thinking about or not thinking about or should be thinking about or I don't know. We're going to talk about it. How about that? And that is, should you sell your home now?
No.
Hey, listen, a lot of people are out there saying, my home value is way high. Mm-hmm. Now, they don't know that, some companies, which will remain nameless to protect the non-innocent, have been buying a lot of real estate in the country, pushing prices, which, again, we won't talk about on this episode. But I will tell you that it's been happening.
Yeah.
Don't believe me. It happened in your neighborhood. So the question is, people are like, hey, my house price, like normal, has tripled in value in the last year. I'm thinking about selling it. What do you think, guys?
It wouldn't be a good idea because you're going to sell it. What are you going to rent a house or are you going to get an apartment? It doesn't make sense because I bought my homes. Man, I got great interest rates.
Well, I was going to sell mine and live with you.
Yeah, what is the interest rate on a new home loan now?
Well,
it's
I
around
think it's
7.
6.
No, it's higher. Yeah, it's right. It depends on where you go and your credit score, but it could be high 6s to low 10s.
That's double interest rate I got now on my home.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit, you had 3.25%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be nuts to
You
sell.
got the reparation rate.
I wouldn't. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me if you say I will wait till when these interest rates come down because these homes are going to explode.
Yeah,
I think personally.
Well, I think so. First off, I think the first question you got to ask yourself is, okay, because you're looking at it. First, before you even talk about selling your home, guys, I think that one of the things we got to talk about is. My strong encouragement, obviously this is not advice, you do whatever you want to do. My strong encouragement is, don't be like your neighbor that's saying, I'm going to pull out all the equity in my house and go buy a car and a jet ski and a boat and add on. Like, don't do that because you're pulling out equity from value that's shot up so fast that the value is probably not real.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you got to be in a place where you say, is this value real or not real?
Yeah.
I don't think that value is real, and so I think you got to say that's number one. Don't do that, right? You don't need a new pair of Yeezys every day of the week from the equity in your. What are you investing in with that equity? Well, real. I mean. Stuff that's only going to go up in value. I'm going to buy some Yeezys. I'm going to get me a new iPhone. I got a new Louis Vuitton bag.
I'm getting that Dodge Charger.
I'm going to die. And I'm going to get a truck with the Cummins in it.
And the Hemi.
So at the end of the day, don't do that stuff, right? Don't pay attention. Don't do that. But I think what you do need to be thinking about is, should you sell your house and take all of the profit? Well, I think that's, I think there's sometimes it's not a blanketed no or yes. I think the first thing you got to think about is, where is your house? How much profit potentially could be in your house? If you had a house that was worth $500,000 when you bought it, and now it's worth $1.2 million.
Yeah.
And you live in an area that you're going to probably just stay in that area. You're going to sell your house and go stay in your area. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Right.
But if you're in a place where you're like, you know what, we've always kind of wanted to live somewhere else anyways, and you're starting to do some market research around that area, and you're saying, hey, I could go over to this area and I could buy a house that's comparable for $500,000.
Right.
Well, then now maybe that might make sense.
Yeah. Right.
Sell the house for $1.2 million. You take your profit. Now what you do is you don't get a loan. You go buy that house in the other area for cash.
Right.
And now you're sitting on $500,000-$600,000 of cash. Now that might make a little bit of sense.
Yeah.
That's called making good financial decisions. That would be different than the show that we did talk. How do you go broke fast?
Yeah. A lot
That's
of people
the difference.
A lot of people going for the quick buck.
A lot of people sell their homes. They take that money. They invested in get-rich-quick schemes like cryptocurrency, stock market, and you could lose all that money overnight.
Oh,
Well,
man,
and-
seconds.
Seconds. I mean, faster than seconds. Like the speed of light. It's like Superman style. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, seriously, though, so you got to be in a place where you think about what you're doing, because I know you guys have talked before about, and you've talked about Bitcoin and mining stocks and stuff like that, but what happens is, you have to understand when you invest money and you invest into things, an investment, like it sounds, is an investment. You could make money and you could lose money.
There's an element of risk.
Yeah. So if you're investing money that you are having in your home, your actual where you're going to reside, that's a little risky in my opinion.
Right.
I think you got to kind of get that narrowed down. I mean, just like we did an episode talking about your family, empowering your family. One of the great ways to empower your family is making sure that you have your basic needs covered.
Right.
Your home, and a car for transportation, food. You got some of that stuff covered. But I think if you are in a place where you're looking to move, like let's say you live in Vegas and you're going to move to Florida, hint, hint, and you're in a place where you can buy something for less value, depending on where you live or what you're doing, then maybe you do that. Or maybe you're in a place where you can't do that, then that's probably not a good decision.
Right.
Yeah, it's nothing wrong.
Location is key, though.
Yeah.
Location is key.
Yeah, if you do sell your house, you got to think it through strategically. If you're trying to start your own little small business, that's a great option because you're going to take that money and turn it into more money.
Yeah. If you want to start a restaurant, like you want to be in a place where you're going to have a taco truck, and you'd be like, what, I can sell my house, I can finally start my dream and do a taco truck in the middle of the Colorado Rockies because land is cheap there right now. And I'm going to go ahead and drill down 3,500 feet, which is impossible, and cost you $200 a foot, and you can't do math. It's probably not a good idea.
Yeah, if you're going to invest in a business, it's going to be tried and true.
That taco truck's going to suck down the gas.
Yeah. If you're going to invest in a business, it's going to be tried and true, and it's all about location. We don't know everybody's circumstance, but if you bought a home in, like, say, California, Phoenix, or wherever, and it's over $1 million, and you don't relocate to Arkansas and maybe retire or maybe, start a little business on the side that's already making money for you. That makes sense. But if you're trying to sell your house right now and just sit and watch the market and wait for the interest rates to go down, you're going to be losing equity, you're going to lose value of your money, because if it's just sitting in the bank, the way the products have been going up, you're going to lose money through inflation. So you got to be tested. You got to think about these things.
Losing money safely. Yeah. We talk about that all the time. Don't do that with banks. It's losing money safely. Yeah. What you got, Kiet?
We tried to, before we moved to Vegas, money was a little tight.
Oh.
So we was trying to sell.
Like a rubber band.
Yeah, it was tight.
It was snapping.
Yeah.
Did it break?
It damn near did.
Pulled it real tight.
It was
way out there, baby.
Right?
Get that band out.
And we tried to sell our townhomes.
Snap.
And we tried to sell them for $425,000.
Oh, I thought it was $420,000. $425,000, right? Not $420,000.
Yeah, I wanted $425,000. $420,000, no.
Not going to work.
Nobody would touch it.
You was getting offers of
I was getting offers. They're like, I'll give you $400,000, you pay my closing costs. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to rent it out.
Yeah.
But I was looking for a quick payday.
Right.
Turns out, didn't sell it. I've been renting it. Last couple of years, that same townhome that I couldn't sell for $425,000. Now my realtor who's renting that house out, he's like, dude, put it on the market. You get $600K for that house in like hours. Yeah. I'm like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
We could have, man, if we had ended up selling those houses, it would have pissed us off.
Yeah.
I'll be
head against the wall.
I'm never selling that. I'm never like we having a home built out in Vegas. I'm never going to sell that house.
Yeah.
Why sell it? The only people that sell their homes are one or two reasons: they're hurting them for money, or they want to retire. It's got to make good financial sense if you're going to sell your house.
Yeah, and I think part of it too is thinking about like, where do you actually want to live?
Yeah.
Like you said earlier about California. Somebody might live in California and they're like, man, I want out of here. I want to be in a place where I'm going to move to another. I want to move to another climate. I want to move to another area, more opportunity.
Right.
I'm tired of the high taxes. I'm tired of the liberal politics.
I don't really understand how anybody could live in California.
I don't either. I mean, they're going to have more and more people go. They talk about these EV rules and all this stuff. I mean, it's going to happen. But, like we said, you moved to Arkansas. There's a lot of beautiful places in America where you can live for half off in a lot of ways.
Right.
So
instant pay raise.
Yeah. So I think if you're looking at that for your family and you really want to get ahead, talking about empowering yourself, that's kind of the name and nature of the show. I think there's nothing wrong with thinking like that because listen, I came from a small town in Pennsylvania, and I think of the businesses that we started. I don't know if I would have been able to start those businesses and and grow in the same capacity that we did if I had started out in an area where the cost of living was significantly more.
Yeah. Right.
Because you're just in a situation financially where you can't put money into growing your business the way you want because your cost of livings are so high.
Right.
So I think if you're looking at it like that, it's like, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Take some money out of your house, sell it. If you plan on moving to an area that you can do just what we talked about. But if you're like, I think I'm going to sell my house and then move down the street and pay 2 times as much for the house I just bought.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, a lot of people do that. They're looking for a quick buck, just like we were.
Yeah.
Now I got like, what, 300,000-400,000 equity in the house?
Yeah.
Just by not selling it.
Right.
Just little decisions like that can change your life.
Well, that's like you don't want to be doing what the Forrest Gump thinks is stupid is as stupid does. Don't do that.
Yeah.
So, hey, any second to last words, boys?
A fool and their money will soon be parted.
Man, that was deep. That was so deep.
That was deep. That's Socrates deep.
I didn't have my waders on. I got wet all the way up to my knees. So thankfully, it just came to my knees. But I was deep. I really appreciate that. Hey, listen. As always, a lot of great shows. If you're just joining us right now, go back and listen to some of the other ones. We got some great content as well on EmpowerAmericashow.com to really empower you. Yes, there's some courses. Yes, you got to spend some coin to invest in yourself. But it's all about empowering yourself, making better decisions, being wiser on the journey so you can make good choices. Remember, if you listen to the right voices, you will make the right choices.
Oh, man, that was deep. That was deep right there. That was deep.
Boom.
You got deeper than I did.
Woo! Drop the pen. Stay empowered, baby.
Yeah.